Namaskar. The price of helping others, part 2. This is the topic of our video today. You can't help anybody if you are not okay yourself. First, you need to take care of yourself. Rebecca, everybody in church are proud of you. It's a very bad idea to talk about your needs. You can stand for yourself. Shut up! Don't talk about this. If you watch this video, you are going to receive the answers to the questions. Why I'm not happy helping others? What is my helping others limit? When and how I should help? Why do I get exhausted helping others? How I can help others and be happy? For those who haven't seen yet the part 1, it's important to see that you can find it on my channel, or you can find the link below the video in the description box, or at the end of this video you will see on the screen the square and you can click. It's the link to the part 1. In the first video we discovered that helping others brings us happiness. It brings us energy. That's what we decided to talk about the energy. So, and energy as an indicator of happiness and as indicator of something is coming from this helping others. Then we are trying to discover what's going on with us, why sometimes we are helping and it brings energy, and sometimes we are completely exhausted. We got into some kind of projects or something and we can't stop it, we can't escape, and we just continue helping and just jump into the middle of complete exhaustion, right? What's going on? So we are clarifying that. Where is the contradiction between, we all know that helping others brings us happiness, but why sometimes we are getting in this situation, we are helping others and we feel exhausted? So we started to do this in the first video and we are going to continue doing this in this one. Shortly about the structure of both videos. First video contains the case. We've started case analysis in first video and we are going to continue in this one, and that you will see here the wisdom figures and resourceful figures as inner voices, and I will show you how it works with the psychodrama techniques as usually I do it in my videos, to make it much easier to see it just visually. It's very easy to show it with psychodrama. In the end of this video you will see the summary. Continuation of case analysis. What are the benefits of doing certain things? And we will see with the example of Rebecca's case. What is it for? Why she is doing that, what she is doing? What are the benefits for her? I will remind you the case. So there were 4 little examples. So first one was Rebecca, her boss, and her work, right? Why she's overworking, why she's staying extra hours, nobody pays her, boss doesn't hire new employees, right? So I will try to verbalize and show what could be the inner voices, right? We don't know exactly, but and there were, I showed in the case there were inner voice, and I will verbalize it again. So this is Rebecca. Rebecca is here and I'm her inner voice. You need to help everybody. And you know what? If you help him very good, maybe he will see how good of employee you are, and maybe he will say you thank you. He will see you. He will see how good you are. So I extended here the inner voice. And what do we see? What is the price of Rebecca paying to hear this inner voice? What is the price of Rebecca paying for this illusional idea of maybe boss will see what she's doing, right? This is what's important for Rebecca to be aware of. It is about inner life, inner voice, and what is the price. And in reality, she pays for that with her exhaustion, with her, she can't find another job. She has a lot of stuff to do at home and she doesn't, right? These all the prices. This is what's important to understand. Second example is husband and son, 22 years old son, when she's cooking for them, and there is the inner voice which is telling that, oh, good wife need to cook all the time, right? And I will be right now the inner voice who verbalizes the benefits of doing that. Rebecca, your husband is proud of you. He's proud of you no matter what. He thinks that you are a hero. No matter what, how exhausted you are, how tired you are, you all the time are on duty and you are all the time cooking. This is the benefit. And again, it's important to think about and be aware what is the price. Rebecca, you are paying. Third example, the church. Knocking in the doors and inviting people to come to the church. What are the benefits? So I will try, as an inner voice, I will try to verbalize what are the benefits of that. Rebecca, everybody in church are proud of you. Nobody else can do that. Everybody gave up. Nobody can come and knock in the doors and invite and be happy with a smile, invite people. Only you can do that. All right, Rebecca. So, and if I would be talking to Rebecca, I would tell, so are you ready to pay this price? What's your price? You are paying for the possibility to hear this from your people, from your church. Or even not here, even it can be only your inner voice. Last example is with a waitress and husband in the restaurant when Rebecca doesn't verbalize her complaints and what does she need. So I will be again her inner voice trying to verbalize for her her benefits. Rebecca, don't tell anything about what you need. You are a good girl and you can sacrifice your desires and your needs for much bigger things. Yes, and your husband is bigger. And what will you receive? You will receive smile and thank you from the waitress, and your husband as usual will tell he loves you. So what is important here? Here is important for Rebecca to realize, to understand, be aware, again, what is the price? What is she paying? And what is she paying for? What is her payment? Right? The words of I love you, if she receives them or not, and is it equal of what she's sacrificing, right? Because originally her complaint that she is exhausted, then there is an inner conflict. She doesn't like that. Next thing, what is important to talk about is these inner voices. What makes Rebecca paying this price? To hear these inner voices and look deeper, watch them deeper, see them, be aware of them. What is here inside my head right now making me signing for this help, which I don't want to do. The example of the voices from the case, which you can see in the first part, what the voices are talking about. You are a loser. If you are not doing that, you are a loser. You are a bad girl. You have to help everybody. And you know what? Your husband's unsuccess or your son's unsuccess, what does it mean? It's your fault. You worth it only if you can make true somebody's wishes. Otherwise, you don't worth it. It's very bad idea to talk about your needs. Don't do that. So if I would be working with Rebecca, we would be talking about, so whose are these voices? And what we are going to do with these voices, right? Addressed to Rebecca, what she is going to do with these voices. Does she want to have these voices manipulating her from inside or not? When inner voice something here. And when you are, this is the main thing, when you are aware, when you catch these inner voices, we all have them. It's not schizophrenia. When inner voice tells, don't talk about your needs. Shut up. You will look very bad if you talk about your needs. Whom this voice addressing to these things? Is it to adult woman or it is to the kid? Shut up! Don't talk about this. Nobody wants to hear you. Doesn't it remind you something? And this is the reaction when Rebecca doesn't verbalize in the restaurant her needs, that she wants to eat the salad without the hair. Who's this reaction? Is it adult woman react on that, or it is the kid who cannot even speak in front of her parent? Right? So finally, resourceful voices, or we use the term wisdom figure in psychodrama, right? So actually, what is that is our healthy voice. We all have it inside again, right? The question is, can we hear this voice or not? Can we get into this role or not? In the case, I showed them as a second inner voices. But what I would like to do right now, I would like to make them stronger, these voices. And this is what I will do. And first one is, again, Rebecca, work boss. Rebecca, you can't help anybody if you are not okay yourself. First, you need to take care of yourself. If you don't sleep enough, if you are tired, instead of that, you are helping, instead of sleeping and taking care of yourself, you are helping your boss. And he's not even paying your money. This is your labor. It costs money, you're worth it. And he doesn't want to make the manager decisions. He's like little boy. And you are helping him in being a little boy? What are you doing? Is it help or it's codependency? Rebecca, I know you can do it. I know you can be adult and mature woman. You can stand for yourself. Next one was Rebecca, when she's cooking for her husband and son, no matter what, each day, right? And that was her first voice, is like, that's your fault if they are unhealthy. If you are not cooking for them each day, you are a bad mother and wife. Wisdom figure. Rebecca, you need to take care of yourself. You are exhausted. Your son is 22 years old. He needs to learn how to cook and take care of himself. You're supposed to help people. Are you supposed to help them no matter what? You are sick, you are dying, you are exhausted, you still need to, no matter what, you have to help them? Where is the logic? I know that you know all of that. You know, you are a strong woman and you understand that. Is it really what you want? What's going to happen if you continue doing that? The example with Rebecca and church, when she's knocking in the doors, right? And inviting people to come to the church. First inner voice. Rebecca, you will get to hell if you are not going to do this, and this is your chance. Go to the doors, knock there and invite people. Resourceful inner voice. Rebecca, you can't provide anybody anything good if you are at the level 0, and you are right now. Sometimes you are in level minus. You can't share anything if you are in minus. Minus means you do not have it. At this moment, you do not have energy to share it with other people. At first, you need to work and get your energy back and increase your energy, and then you can take care of other people. Then you can share and make other people happy. There is no possibility to share 0 or minus. Is it clear? Rebecca in the restaurant with waitress and husband. So I would like you to think about what would be resourceful inner voice would be saying and how it would support Rebecca. Please, it's your task, and just play this sub-personality, and I'm sure you have the contact with that, and it's task for you so you can, practice in finding your inner resourceful voice. And by the way, please share your comments. please share your discoveries about these inner resourceful voices underneath the video. And summarizing this little part, if you do not hear your inner resourceful voice, this is something what is very important to think about, and maybe to start your work on your inner growth and finding your resources inside yourself. This is the sign, this is the signal for you if you do not hear, if you do not see these inner resourceful voices inside yourself. If you have only these voices which are blaming, shaming, and making you go work, do that, do this, no matter what, if you do not have these resourceful voices, this is the signal, right? Next moment is expectations. Expectations in most of situations are psychological trap. So if we are going inside the helping others action with expectations, be aware that it can bring you very often to frustration, to losing energy and unhappiness. So this is very important to be aware of expectations in helping others process can bring you to losing energy. So helping others is very exciting and very good action. Just the main thing is just being aware of what we are doing. And when we are aware and when we are having mindfulness about what we are doing, then when it brings us energy, then when it makes us happy, really happy. Summary. First, energy. Energy is indicator. No energy is a sign that I'm going the wrong direction. Also, when we start to lose energy, so we need to cut down the intensity of what we are doing, right? Or understanding what we are doing. Is it clear for us? Is it help or not? Is it helpful or not to me and to that person whom I am helping? Exhaustion is the symptom of inner conflict. So it is important to understand what is the inner conflict, and we are doing only that help which is inspiring us, which is bringing us energy, which makes us stronger. So this is the indicator. Next thing, third one, is understanding what are my benefits of doing that. Peace with inner voices. Remember what makes me pay such price. Being aware of that inner voices. Number 5 is what would my wisdom figure, my resourceful inner voice would say. We can rely in these situations on our, grandmother, my main scripture, my supreme inner voice. These are all our resources. Being aware, the last one is being aware of expectations are always psychological trap. So please share your discoveries, your findings below the video, ask your questions. If these 2 videos or this particular video were helpful for you, please like and subscribe the channel if you still are not subscribed. It does really help me in my work. When you subscribe, it gives me an idea of I'm doing a good job helping others. This was Anna Bobikova. I work in Monterey, California. So if you are a local person, you can come and work with me individually, or I am conducting the groups. So all information you can find on my website or giving the call. If you live distantly and you would like to work with me, you still can do this because I do online counseling. So you can reach me through the website or by the phone call. Thank you for watching. Namaste.